Okay guys, hopefully we're back. I don't know if that's fixed it. I just did a complete restart of everything. It's not horribly buffering, good to know. How's my voice? Is it appearing okay on the screen? Can you see things moving? Sounds fine? Okay, cool. Sincere apologies everybody. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay, just going to load into the game. I'm going to wake up and we'll look at the fire for a bit. Let's see how that looks for everyone. Right, give it a bit. Looks fine on my end. How's it looking on your end? Lovely, okay. I have no idea what happened. I turned my router off and turned it back on. It took a little bit longer than usual to come back on. It seemed to flicker a little bit, so I don't know if it was experiencing some issues itself. But yep, I mean, after 9-10 streams of the same settings, I don't think I did anything particularly advanced last night when I added the Discord, so I can't imagine what that could possibly have been. I don't really think I can solve the dude clipping his marshmallow branch into the rocks. That might be out of my control. But good to know that this works okay. Yeah, so I wanted to add, to begin with, I think I did, I don't know if it actually came through though, that the main menu, the Outer Wilds, or the Wilds part of Outer Wilds, breaks apart over time, as you sit in the main menu. I've gotten rid of all that now, so I've removed all of the broken parts of the stream, so that won't be there. But I was just wondering, like, how many people had figured that one out, or had been on the main menu and done the same thing that I'd done, and just listened to it for a while, and noticed that there was, in fact, something happening on the main menu. I thought it was quite nice. Okay. So to reiterate my plan, and I did have a plan, or at least two plans. I looked at the ship's log, just to see if there was anywhere that I hadn't fully explored, and there was one area I have not fully explored, but that is not part of my plan. That's where I'm going to go, to begin with. So I was wondering what that was then. What is that little thing in the top right? Is that supposed to be the White Hole station with the circle around it? Oh, it's the icon, of course. Yes, so I will be going to head to the Sunless City to begin with, just to have a little look around, see what I have missed. I reckon there's somewhere down the very bottom that I've missed. Maybe inconsequential, I don't know. Either way, worth having a look. And then I will set into motion my two plans. And just see what happens as a result of that. Before I land, actually, just gonna hover here for a little bit, just to make things a little easier for me. Let's have that back on. So Sunless City is down inside there, which just makes it a little easier for me to find stuff inside the maze that is the Ember Twin. Plunk myself down here. Perfect. Let's go exploring. Now, thinking about how to enter the Sunless City, best place for me to go is probably through here. I'm thinking also of where there are refill points for oxygen and for fuel. I don't think I've encountered any fuel points for me to use. there are plenty of trees down here, so I think if I just take my time a little bit more with the fuel, it should be fine. Don't think it's this way. Right, so it's this way. Just trying to recall what we talked about last night on Discord. The numerous theories and whatnot that were either debunked or not debunked at the time. Just trying to collect my thoughts a little in preparation for what's going to happen. Okay. So to find a place that I haven't explored is quite difficult itself. Eye Shrine District, I don't think I've been there. Definitely been to the High Energy Lab Trailhead, definitely been there. Definitely been to the Stepping Stone District, because that's how I got to the Anglerfish. Pretty sure I just came from the Anglerfish Overlook District, but maybe I'll go there. So let's bring this one up. So I'm confident I haven't been here before. Okay, so just not going anywhere near through there. Can I go up there? Where does this lead? Kinda wanna know where that leads. I'm gonna have a look inside here first and see where that goes. In fact, I do remember being here at some point, but getting lost or trapped. I don't know if there's anything useful down here is the question. Possibly not there. That's completely impassable, apart from down here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything... anything new, anyway. Just, I mean, obviously this itself is important, because, I mean, what I'm looking at is a graveyard of Nomai, surrounded by ghost matter. This is something we talked about with regards to the Interloper yesterday, and what killed the Nomai, or what nearly killed the Nomai. Whether they're dead or not, I don't know. But this was the big event that has effectively put all of these issues, or all of these events into motion. That the Interloper, or you know, something that the Interloper was carried on, was carrying this ghost matter, or carrying some source of ghost matter. And as a result, everybody died. I've not seen this. Solanum. Kid Solanum, in this case. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye wanted that to happen? What if the eye isn't something good. That's interesting. Some masks here as well. Is that it? Is that everything up here? Did I not miss something? A scroll? No? Okay. Okay. I'll assume... I mean, my ship's log didn't update, so maybe I had read that before, but just not clocked it or done anything about it. That was everywhere, right? I went up to the little stairs, which took me up to there. I then went up there and went to the right as well. That's fine. Okay, so get rid of that. Okay. So you've got this little section here, which takes me down, up from down there. I've got this, which I came through. And I've definitely been here before, but just have a quick scan round. Apologies if this isn't the most exciting gameplay that you expected. This is merely cleaning up what I think I've left up, or left behind. I imagine a lot of this that you're seeing now is just more of the same stuff that I've been doing before. I'm searching for something that I haven't seen yet. So I have no idea if I'll even find it, or what that thing is, so... There's something in there, though. Okay, well, how do I get in there? Am I supposed to get to the sand that's coming up from up there? And jump down the hole? There's no way I'm getting past that. Because there's something to read in there. And there's also a scroll in there. There's a door through there as well. And there's a thing that brings me up, which is not useful. Oops. Some oxygen. Is that reversible, I wonder? I reckon that's the thing I haven't seen yet, and I'm wondering how to get there. Guess I go up here and then find the right spot. That's just it. Well, the scout's down there. That's the one. Okay. This is from no one. No author. Who's been computing shuttle trajectories to the Sun Station? Don't worry, the station is in such a low stellar orbit, we've constructed a different, safer way to travel there from Ashwin. That would be Pi. This is from Idea. I told her we wouldn't be travelling there by shuttle, and that the Sun Station doesn't even have a landing pod, but she said she knew. It's a purely theoretical exercise on my part, Yarrow. Who doesn't love computing a good low stellar orbit shuttle trajectory? Pi, I look forward to working with you, but I'm also relieved that it will be easy to return to Ash Twin regularly. Okay. Ship's log? Nope. Okay, that wasn't it, apparently. I mean, that information is stuff we already know. At the very least, it's nothing that really means anything to me at this point in time. It's just telling me that they found a different way other than, you know, accessing the Ash Twin project by a shuttle or by a ship. Pretty sure I've read this. Okay, well, I think I need to come back here again one more time. Let's meditate. I checked the ship's log, unless maybe I missed a message saying that it had been updated, but that wasn't it. That wasn't the thing that I'm looking for. So maybe it's further down. Okay. Must be a district I haven't been to. Back we go. What am I looking for? That is the question. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something I have not seen yet in the Sunless City. There is an asterisk, an orange asterisk above it, which means that there is more to discover here. It is the only part of my log that has not been discovered in its entirety. That's not to say that it's the only place that I have anywhere else to find anything new in. It just means that there is a log in my ship's log that is not complete, and that's it. So I'm just going to head down there and try the other districts until I find it. Once I've done that, I have a couple of things that I want to do that could potentially end the game. Okay, maybe it's a good idea for me to start from the bottom and just work myself up, or work my way up. Because of how the sand is basically preventing me from exploring for the amount of time that I want to. So, there's this, which I may have been into, but I don't know yet. Checking every floor in case there's something I can read. Nope, that's it. That just takes me back up. So that was the school district, I think. I've been here, I've followed that at least. So I've definitely been down there. Whether I found everything down there, I'm not 100% sure. But I believe that takes me to a separate location anyway. So there's a good chance that I have just discovered everything there. Because that in there is a completely different section. The high ninja left, that's it. Okay, let's try the next level up then. This takes me back up to the lights, which means there are things over there that I could explore. Possibly in there. Maybe I haven't been in there yet. That might be it. This is the way to the anglerfish lookout. I've read everything in here, because I've been here several times. Definitely read everything in there. And there's another one here, I think. Or maybe it was up there. Yeah, the other one was up there. So that's all of that done. I think I need to go into there, but I'm not sure how to get into there. So let's give it a go, shall we? Oh, there is nothing in there at all. There's just a brick wall, or brick wall. There's just a wall behind it. Okay, so nothing in there. This is a tricky one. If I don't know what I'm looking for, that makes it infinitely harder. Because I have no idea where to go. I'm just looking at places that don't look familiar, and everything either looks familiar, or I just recognise because I've been around there so many times and gotten lost in that area. Which may mean that there's something ever so small at the very end of something that I haven't fully explored yet. Let's recharge with oxygen. Been up there just now. Maybe there was something else up here that I hadn't noticed. I've been to the gravity cannon, but I don't think I've been through this route to the gravity cannon. Maybe there's more stuff here. Okay, stuff in there. That just takes me here. Alright then. I have no idea what it's asking me to find, or what it wants me to find. There must be some hidden passage, or one route through one of these doors that I just haven't fully explored. Maybe it's in the Stepping Stone Cave. That would require me going back in there again, in the Stepping Stone Cave, and then just looking through it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep, nothing in there. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe there is something that I just haven't seen. Because when I did go in here, when I came into here, I had to go up to see the anglerfish. But I didn't explore the cave fully. As soon as I found the anglerfish and went up, that was it. So there's a decent chance that there's just something in here completely new and completely unseen. The anglerfish is up there. Where does this take me? It takes me nowhere, apparently. Of course it takes me nowhere. Nope, definitely read that. Oh, that's annoying. Pretty sure I read this as well, but just in case. Yep, definitely read that. Anglerfish study. Tells me that they're blind. Okay. I guess I'm just going to leave that for now, because I don't want to spend the entire of this stream, when I'm supposed to be finishing the game, chasing something that may or may not matter. If the ship's log doesn't want to reveal to me what that is, then okay. Maybe I'll do that at the very end, or I'll just look it up. But there's something in there that I have not seen, apparently. It could just be a bit of text that maybe I missed. It could be something really simple like that. That maybe I have already seen it, but oh well. Okay. For the remainder of this run, I'm going to scoot myself over to the interloper. You know, I just realised something. Is that happening in real time? Oh my god, it is. I was thinking that was just a distant galaxy or something. How have I not noticed that until now? I thought that it was just like I remember a while ago thinking, is that the eye? Thinking that this far off explosion was the eye. So are those suns going supernova? It must be, right? Is that just completely random? That's crazy. Okay. All the stars are dying. Why did I have to update the star charts? Yep. Chert, right? It's just something I hadn't clocked, I guess. I hadn't fully acknowledged the fact that the environment, the backdrop, the skybox of the game that you take for granted because it's a skybox, was actually, you know, happening in real time. Again, it's just something you took for granted. Okay. So all the biggest stars there, the ones up there, are they all just about to explode? Okay. I don't know what I'm going to find on here, if I'm going to find them. My mission is to figure out how to get this this Nomai ship excuse me, How to get this Nomai ship unfrozen. And no, I'm not going to ram it with my ship repeatedly. As much as I wish that was going to do something. This is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home to the gravity cannon? Oh, right, yeah, of course. I can do that, can't I? Yeah, I have been inside it. For some reason I seem to think that there should be somebody inside there. As well. Maybe there is. Maybe I just got confused. Because there are numerous gravity cannons. So yeah, maybe I should just go back to Embitwin and do that. I've done that already. I'm going to do it again, just to double check what was in there, because I honestly forget at this point in time. And then put our plan in motion. Oh, it's full up with sand. With ash, rather. Okay, never mind. That was too late. Right. Okay. Well, that was the closest thing to a waste of time that I've done for any of my runs. I mean, I don't know what I missed on the Embitwin. I don't think it was that important. I really hope it's not that important, but given what I know at this point in time, given all the information that's gone through and all the things that I've seen, I don't think there's anything at this point inside the Embitwin, inside the Sunless City, that's gonna completely blow my mind and change up everything there is to know about the game. Which now means that I have a mission, and my mission is entirely dependent on two things. Number one, I need to get to a warp core. And by warp core, I mean a replacement warp core for the vessel currently located, hello Quantum Moon, currently located, sorry, inside of Dark Bramble. So I need to go back to Dark Bramble. However, the warp core in question, inside the warp core that I can use for the vessel, I'm fairly confident the only one that I've seen is in the Ash Twin project. It is the Ash Twin project. So I want to double check very quickly the vessel, if it said anything about the warp core, because the black hole station, sorry, the white hole station, the black hole station, wherever that was. Black Hole Forge, sorry. The Black Hole Forge constructs warp cores And I'm wondering if there's a way for me to make another one, or if there is one already there that I could use. Because it says they successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. I wonder if there's a way for me to make another one. The alternative, of course, is to take the one inside the Ash Twin project and disable it and get it to the vessel ASAP. Now, to do this, what I want to do is I want to make absolutely sure that I can get back to the vessel and I remember how to do it. Because if I die when I've got the warp core, something happens. I don't know what happens in terms of the game itself. I'm fairly confident that if I remove the warp core and don't get it back by the time the sun goes supernova, then this whole game is over and I have to start again. And I'd quite like to finish this without having done that. But if there's no alternative, then that's what I'll have to do. So I'm trying to look for alternatives to unplugging the system, basically. So my first project, my first mission, is to get back to the vessel. Because I forget how to do it. Honestly, I completely forgot. I think it's the signal scope, finding the distress beacon. Oh, that was another thing, actually. I really want to know if you can creep by anglerfish, because that will make things a lot easier. Because I'm using a mouse and keyboard. You can't incrementally increase your rockets, your thrusters, but I think you can on a controller. So I kind of want to know if that would affect things and that would make things a lot easier, or if it affects it at all. So if I die on my first playthrough, or my first way through this, then I will potentially connect a controller and just try that. Okay. So, if I recall, I'm looking for the distress beacon. To do that. Okay, so this is the escape pod, and there is a little section of this thorny maze that takes me to the bramble cluster that the Nomai tried to get into. Which, come to think of it, I hadn't considered when thinking about the Nomai themselves as a living thing, or a living species, sorry. Because this is a Nomai graveyard, right? These fellas died. They weren't just, you know, proxies, they weren't just, you know, robots, as I said at one point incorrectly, sent out to do the bidding of whatever was controlling them. They actually died. So, it kind of confirms that the Nomai themselves do look like this, and these are just masks that they wore. Okay. So, can I get out of here? Not very easily. I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in that direction. Okay, this is the part that I hate. I believe. I believe this is the one where I've got anglerfish waiting for me. Yeah. And I absolutely hate this part. Especially as I'm slowing down. Well, there's my scalp. They suck so much. They suck so much. And then this lot here in the middle, I am still very intrigued as to what that is. I'm fairly confident that it's anglerfish spawn. I just don't really want to test that theory, just in case it is. Like, do they react if I touch them? Space caviar. Yeah, well, part of me wants to just give it a good old poke. Shall I do it? Shall I give it a good old poke? What I might do actually is I might get to here and then poke it with my scout and see what happens. I think I'm out of reach of any of them. At least I don't think there's any nearby. Okay. Down in this direction we go. Hear one up there. So, scouts in there. Let's get myself safely out of harm's way. Ooh, that fella heard me. Yep, you heard me. Oh, yep, he heard me. That sucks. Okay, yep, he heard me. Don't think I can escape. Yeah, I'm basically in this guy. Can I get in? I can get in, I think. Okay. That was lucky. That was very lucky. So, okay, shooting the drone, sorry, does just does just make a noise from the launcher and not at the drone itself. Right. I imagine that would have been a lot more dramatic if I was, say, holding the warp drive. So, I mean, it looks like two of the other ones combined, right? But this is, you know, that's unmistakably the same thing that's inside of the Ember Twin. I don't think I can do anything else except just deliver it to there. I think that's the only thing I can do. The question is, where does that leave me? What does that do? Does that warp me? Because I'll be warping to the Eye of the Universe, right? Then what? Is the idea that I'm supposed to leave behind everything and doom the entire of that solar system just to save myself? Is that the intention here? Is that a choice? Or is that the only ending I can do? Because again, the alternative is I find another warp core, one that doesn't also involve the loop that I'm experiencing. And again, as I recall, in the ship, in the log of the ship, they talk about the black hole workshop effectively being able to create another warp core. So if I had the template for it, or the blueprints, or however you make a warp core, maybe I could make one myself, I don't know. It just seems like there should be some alternative, right? I might have a gander around this area, just in case there's something else, some other information. Although I don't think there is. Otherwise the ship's log would have told me. I found the derelict Nomai vessel deep within Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core is long dead. I activated a three-sided pillar on the vessel's bridge that appears to be some sort of input device. The Nomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear incoming messages from other Nomai vessels. The remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell another clan where they were going. Okay. So... Maybe this will all be solved when I get to the Eye. Maybe this will be solved when a conscious observer enters the Eye. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to meditate. I guess I can explore a little bit. Let's just have a little gander around. Maybe there's something else here. Maybe there's an Easter egg. Who knows? So there's one of the escape pods. don't think I'm able to enter, if I recall last time. Oops. Yes, this is... This one is unenterable. Out of interest, is the dude still there, I wonder? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay, he's left. Unless it's this way. Nope, they all just lead to the same place. Here's a question. Okay, alright. I either meditate and waste a valuable opportunity to find out what Space Caviar does. I'm gonna gun it. I'm gonna gun it into the Space Caviar. Into the eggs. Let's see what happens. Oh, right, yeah, of course, it takes me outside. Okay. I wanna find out what it does. Okay, let's go. Oh, I cannot outrun you, can I? I just cannot outrun you. I was trying. I guess I was running into its trajectory in a way, but I don't think you can outrun them. Okay. I guess this is it. Guess I have to do this. I mean, is there another way? Is there another way? I feel like this is such a huge risk that I'm taking now. Not for me personally, not for the player, because you know, if I have to restart the game, I'll know what to do immediately. But all of this is the course of 10 days of playing this game. 10 days, 4 hours each, roughly, and this will all be gone. And obviously, you know, the solar system will never be able to recover. It will also be gone. Feels like there must be a way to save, to make a warp core myself, or to find another warp core and not risk the project. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. The Ash Twin project's the reason I'm here in the first place, the reason I can do this. All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin. 6 warp receivers are being constructed at different locations. I know my name, Pokey, successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. I don't know. I'm being very indecisive here because there's so much at stake. but I really do feel like there has to be another way. And I just don't know it yet. Like, is there someone I can talk to about this? Is there anybody alive that I can talk to about this? That would even understand what I've done? Solanum is probably the only person I can think of, but they only speak in limited phrases. I feel like you guys are now experiencing me actually playing the game as opposed to being a streamer at this point in time. Sat here thinking about stuff as opposed to doing stuff. I do apologise if this isn't the most entertaining thing. I genuinely don't know what my options are here. I feel like I have one, and that I am not quite far enough into understanding the logic of the game and specific events that can occur in order to access another alternative solution. But I mean, right now, I got one thing to do, and I was hoping I'd have more than one. Because on, where was it now? Was it the high energy lab? In the high energy lab, they had what looked like mini warp cores, like bits of warp cores. And there was the whole experiment with them. Is there no way I could use that? I don't want to go there, pick up one, put it on my ship, fly all the way into Dark Bramble, just to find that I can't use it. I just don't know. I don't know. Where else would there be a warp core? Where else in the entire of this solar system would there be a warp core? The Ash Twin project, the whole point of the Ash Twin project was to effectively warp information really, really far back. But the warp core is also used on the vessel to warp a thing, a big thing, really, really far. Not back in time, necessarily, but, you know, to and from space. What else in this picture is needing to warp anywhere massively? Like, the Quantum Moon has its own reasons. I doubt there's a warp core in the middle of the Quantum Moon, for example. I think it just does its own thing because it's quantum. Orbital Probe Cannon ain't going anywhere. It doesn't need to do anything. I feel like the Interloper has something... There's just something more to it, other than this is the thing that killed off the Nomai. This is the thing that caused the Nomai to potentially go extinct. Or at least, you know, murdered so many of them that they caused a massive problem. I've been on the ship. Alright. I want to stop, I'm gonna stop messing about now. Have I got time? Where's the Interloper right now? Right, the Interloper hasn't even made its first one yet, so we're good. Alright, we're doing it! We are doing it. We're going to the Ember Twin. We are going to... not the Ember Twin, so the Ash Twin. We're going to the Ash Twin, and we're stealing the Warp Core. Currently, I can see no alternative that won't also involve me running around aimlessly for an hour, maybe more than an hour, trying to find something involving warp cores, involving the Black Hole Workshop. But I'm doing this somewhat reluctantly, because I feel like there's definitely an alternative to what I'm doing. I wait. We wait for the correct warp zone to appear. Let's see how much speed I can build up. Quite a lot, it seems. Right, let's do some waiting. Station number 1. Sun Warp. Don't want that one yet. Whoops, I've gone too far. There we go. Am I going to have enough time, I wonder? I should have enough time, right? To get from here into the Ashwin project and then back. I must have enough time, surely. Let's see. The Interloper has made its first round. The Interloper goes round the sun twice before it is swallowed up, to my knowledge. So it's completed its first round. By the time I get into the Ashwin project itself, the Interloper should be about here. Which means by the time I get out, it should be about here at most. Which means I've got another round of the Interloper before it's swallowed by the sun, and then it explodes shortly after. That should be more than enough time to get into the Ashwin project, take the core out, and then get to Dark Bramble. Assuming that I don't die to Anglerfish. I'm going to be really annoyed if I do. Assuming I don't die to Anglerfish, I should be able to put the vessel in, the warp core in to the vessel, and then take myself to the Eye of the Universe. Whereupon something will happen, and I have no idea what. Genuinely no idea, completely clueless about that. I mean, we've heard theories about whether the Eye is a physical area or a physical location. whether it is a theoretical or abstract concept, whether it is benevolent, whether it is in some way malicious. I don't know. Alright, here we go. I am sorry, Nomai. I am very sorry about what I have to do. I think I have to do it. Okay, boys. Let's go. Alright, time is of the essence. Of course, there's a swell of music. The game knows. The game knows what I'm doing. I don't like the fact that the game knows what I'm doing. Oh shit! No pressure. You gotta go into the most hostile place except for the sun itself in the entire solar system and deliver something to a place you have never been to before, that no one has ever been to before, that you don't even know anything about specifically. But to get there, I've got to go through this gauntlet. Dark Bramble, you better not be hiding any secrets to me now. There better not be a horde of warp core hungry anglerfish. Very conscious about the other lights and how close I am to them. Do not want to be eaten this time. Under no circumstances. that. Come on. There we go. Alright, this is a tough part. This just may take a while. It's not difficult, it just might take a while. The problem is getting to the right part without angering something. So let's just go. Rockets off. Very pissed off if this hurts something. Please, for the love of God, do not hit an anglerfish. Yep, I can't stop that. I can't change how slow these things are. This is out of my control right now. I mean, if this fails, I will almost certainly plug myself in a controller and see if that works. But I'd rather do this in one go. I'm gonna get fairly close to these and then make a break for the scout. Because I believe at the center, over here, anyway, I am safe. Unless I hit one. I just really hope I'm fine. Also, hello Junithorn. Don't believe you've been on the stream before unless your colour has changed. Good to see you here. Right. Please don't be an anglerfish nearby. I have excellent. Okay, can I roll this way? Yes, I can. Please don't bounce. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. All systems go. That was the smoothest entrance I've had yet. Oh god, the hatch was open the entire time! Alright boys, we're here. This is it. Warp core. In we go. Gravity is restored. One more thing to do. Oh, this first, of course. Luckily, I wrote this down. Otherwise, I would have been like, oh no, ship's log. That's correct, that is correct. Yeah, that's right. Just gonna double check that first one's okay. That's definitely okay. That one's okay. I'm pretty sure that's right. It's bottom left into there, into there. It's not bottom left into there. That would be a straight line, or in there, there, there. No, it's definitely right. Right, we're good. Coordinates set. Here we go. Was that right? Did I do that right? Don't do this to me now. Have I done something wrong? Is there a go button? Oh, Jesus! Fuck me! Oh, shit! That scared the absolute bejesus out of me. So, okay, we're here. Am I right in thinking that I do not have any time to worry about, realistically? I don't know whether I should be rushing to do something here, or whether I can just sort of relax a little bit and just take in what's happening. Because up until this point, every hour that I've been streaming this, there has been a time limit unless I've pressed escape. At this point in time, I can play the game in real time. God, please don't set anything else off. I don't want to touch anything. But now, I think I can relax a little bit and just figure out where the hell I am and what the hell this is. First and foremost, hello Quantum Moon, I believe. If I recall, is my ship with me? No, my ship isn't with me. I don't think I could have taken it with me if I wanted to. I cannot remember off the top of my head whether it is a case of the Quantum Moon is reflecting the Eye of the Universe, or if the Eye of the Universe is reflecting the Quantum Moon. I think it's the former, but I cannot remember off the top of my head, but I imagine that will come into play soon. I cannot see anything around me other than the ship and the distant stars, which do also appear to be playing in real time, so there's a good chance that this one here is my sun. So I'm looking forward to hopefully not seeing that explode. If it does at some point, maybe something happens, I don't know. Right. So, did this activate anything? Did this do something? I thought I was going to stand in this and warp to it, but no, it just warped the entire vessel to it. Which is, of course, makes sense, but I wasn't 100% sure there. Consider that the eye resembles what it orbits. The moon resembles what it orbits. Okay, yeah, the moon resembles what it orbits. So, I should probably be thinking quantumly in terms of quantum... In quantum-like terms, I should be thinking in that way whilst I'm here and keeping an eye open for that sort of thing. I believe I've read these two. I don't think I need to read them again. I was just checking in case there was anything up here. But, yeah, so... My question is, what the hell do I do now? Wait, what? Oh. So this is the eye. That's the moon, and that's the eye. Wait, did... Wait, have all the stars gone? All of the stars have gone completely. Is it just me now? Well, that's terrifying. And something unknown 2,800 meters away. I guess I missed the sun going supernova as well. I don't know what to do. I was actually hoping I'd be able to get out of the spaceship and maybe enter the eye. Am I supposed to enter the eye? Is my next step that I've got to do this again and it will go into the eye? Is this some sort of kind of not cutscene but just a look at what you're doing? I need to check if there's nothing else I can do. Oh, here we go. I think maybe. Have I been here before? I don't remember this. No, I have read that already. Yeah, no, this is irrelevant. This is just an extra thing that was on there already. So, thinking about what I know about anything quantum is all the lights need to be off. Do I need to wait for the thunderstorms to stop? And for there to be no light at all? Because there's light on here, so... I'm just thinking what I can do at this point in time, other than activate this, which I kind of don't want to do in case that sets something off, but when the lights go off, am I supposed to blink or something? Sean, I suggest a full ignore of chat from this point if you ask me, up to you though. Sure, okay. Yeah, I'm turning chat off now in that case. I will check it afterwards, I'll read out comments and things like that, but sure, okay. Just in case. I don't know if I'm supposed to figure something out here. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to just go in and use this. Oh. Well, that solves that conundrum. Wow, it's got light on it now. It's got things on it. Okay, well, I guess we're doing that then. Sure hope I can get back. So, the question obviously it was asking was, what happens if a conscious observer enters the eye? And now I am on the eye. This is the eye, right? Or is this the moon still? I'm fairly certain this is the eye, that's what I was looking at. This is definitely the eye. The moon is somewhere here. Is there going to be a Solanum at the end of this? Well, that's just the most terrifying thing ever. Jesus Christ. The sounds as well. Where the hell am I? What is this? What is this? Can I enter this? Give me a jellyfish, someone. It looks like an electrical storm, right? I'm guessing it lets me through, but I'm not so sure. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh wow, I can't get it back. Yep, alright, it's gone. Okay, so warping doesn't work in here then. Alright, well, here we go. Please don't kill me. Oh god, everything's quantum because of the electrical storm. Oh, well, if that isn't the most unpleasant mechanic it's added to. Oh my god, that's awful. Ah, fuck you, game. Alright, where are we going? What if I just look at the floor? If I look at the floor, nothing is real. See, they shouldn't be disappearing if I can see them, right? Or does that just not matter here? Right? Like, I'm observing the quantum rock, and it is moving of its own accord. Surely that breaks its own rule, or do the rules just not apply here? Okay, well, let's just keep going then, shall we? Oh, good. If the quantum electrical storm wasn't spooky enough, now we have a quantum electrical typhoon. Okay. Yep. Not only can I sense the quantum fluctuations, I can hear the quantum fluctuations. And that's it, that's the only thing I can hear. No Outer Wilds, no hide and seek, no distress beacon. Quantum Moon's over there. Only thing left that I can detect anywhere is the moon and this. Is it a hole? Yeah, that's a hole. Well, up we go. Oh, maybe not. I can't even take a photo. Yeah, I can't even take photos. So I was thinking maybe I could take a photo of something here, but no. Apparently not. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Is this... am I just... Why does this feel much bigger than it looks? Much bigger than it looks. It's like the Dark Bramble effect, where the inside is much bigger than it appears. Like, it looks like a small hop down. It might just be the perspective is a bit crazy, because it's a huge crater. Alright, well I think I have to get up here then to get up to there. That's a guess anyway. Gravity's 2.5, so that's just not happening though. There's no jetpacking around here then. Right, well, how am I supposed to get up there? Is there anywhere else I could explore? Was there anywhere else that I could have a look at? Alright. So I can't... I cannot jetpack. But in this crater, right? In this crater in the middle of this thing, right? Looking directly up should be the hole. But it's not. It's directly in front of me now for some reason. So it's like the whole perspective of this hole changes, but I don't know how, and gravity becomes 0. So I don't know what that means. I don't know how I can manipulate that, because when I leave, it does that. Gravity is obviously changing at this point in time. So this is the North Pole, basically. So round about like here, in here, gravity's nothing. Okay. Alright, I gotta big brain this one then. God, it's gonna suck if I hurt myself too much and I end up respawning back into nothing. Or if I run out of fuel or oxygen. That doesn't happen. Right, gravity is 1.2. Is it the... Why is it 0 right here? Like right there? Further this way I go, gravity doesn't change. It goes 1.1, 1.0, 0.9. So is there a way I've got to build up speed? In a certain way to like projectile myself up there? I don't know. I'm not getting how how or why the gravity's changing. And like even if I did get it, I'm not entirely sure if I can do I just slingshot myself down? Oh, I nearly had it then. I think. Oh, have I got it? Oh yeah, I think I got it. So it like inverted itself? Oh god. Oh, that's horrible. That's awful. Okay, it seems to have gone all interstellar on me. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gossan, Slate, Hornfels to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Harthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. Oh, okay, that was too far. Oh, am I being bamboozled here? Is this Interstellar ending, or is this Shutter Island ending? Balls are missing from here. Wait. Was there a... I thought I quantumed myself out of a sign. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. That's where the gravity pod thing was. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. It was instant. I thought it was over time, because we seem to have gathered pockets of it in very specific locations. It wasn't like it was a thin layer over every planet or something. It's not even on every planet. But okay. Is that everything? Did I read everything? The anglerfish. It's a fossil now. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. I hear that. When it says, of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, so this is like a replica museum made by... Well, made by us, made by the whatever species we are, right? Am I perhaps right in thinking that maybe we weren't discovered by the Nomai? That maybe we discovered them? Whoa, what? Wait, I didn't mean to go anywhere. I wanted to just look at what it was, but... What the fuck? I wanted to read more things, but... I'm still me, right? I'm still myself? Sorry, what? Oh my god, this game is just Dark Souls. And this is the planet that's on the main menu, right? If there's an aha moment that I'm supposed to be experiencing, I don't know if I've missed something very, very obvious, but I wanted to read everything else that was inside the observatory before I looked at this, but... Hey, Esker. Do you hear music? Ryback, right? At least it's banjo. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. It might not even exist here. Aren't you forgetting someone? Yep, where's Chert? The Quiet Shade. Across Old Bark. In the ancient glade. It's always dark. Does that mean straight forward? Oh. Oh, it's, I forget his name. I thought it was Chert. Oh, of course. Sorry. I thought it was, the guy in Dark Bramble. Hey, time pal. So, you're getting the band back together, huh? Go on, Go find the others. I'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, hang on, what am I doing? What is happening? What is happening? Solana? Yeah. Hypothesis. Everyone must be here before we can begin. Once they arrive, I believe we'll be ready for the next step. I'm glad you remembered me. Maybe I was supposed to save him for last. This will be Feldspar. Oh, Jesus! Fuck me. Yeah, you're not real, are you? They just had to do that, didn't they? They just had to put that in. I know I've still got Chert to get. I'm going to speak to Feldspar first. I have a lot to say, by the way. I'm saying quiet because I don't want to stand there and go off on a tangent for 10 minutes. I have a lot to say right now, but I'm just soaking up everything and not jumping to conclusions. But believe me, there'll be a chance to have a chat afterwards. This is not what I expected. Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. Chert and his observations. What's that over there? Is that a mini? I think that's it. I think that's everyone. Hey Chirp. Shall I begin? Take your time. I don't think there's anything left to go supernova. I can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Does it matter who starts? Does it matter? I'm guessing it doesn't matter. Can Solanum start? A conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Yes. This song is new to me, but I'm honored to be part of it. Do I have to activate them one by one? Okay. I think. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. But I think the rules are about to change. I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's, that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if you won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. Wow, how long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? It's tempting to linger in this moment while every possibility still exists, but unless they are collapsed by an observer, there will never be more than possibilities. cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. Absolute sadist Feldspar. I'll tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Misinterpreted this. I'm sorry. I guess I can turn chat back on. I'm gonna turn chat back on. Was that a sniffle? Are you kidding me? I was struggling to keep it together for that entire sequence. Wow, this is made in Unity. Wow, Tim Schafer as a backer. That's an accolade and a half. Is there a scene afterwards? Oh, 14.3 billion years later. Oh shit, I figured it'd be an emotional ending, but I didn't think it'd hit like that. Yeah, I can see why people think that's Game of the Year. That was... It won 3 separate awards. I think I covered this on a previous stream, possibly the 2 streams ago. It won Best Game Design, and I believe Best Score? No, Best Original Property, I think it was. Or Best IP, or something along those lines. Okay, I'll be on the main menu for a little bit from this point forward, so I'm going to turn the sound down just a little bit. As much as I adore the music. I have questions, not pertaining to the story of the game. First and foremost, now that I've finished the game, can you tell me if I missed anything that pertains to, say, a true... I mean, I presume that was the true ending, or at least if there were multiple endings, that's the true ending. Are there any alternative endings or missed content, basically? Nothing serious missed, there's plenty of Easter eggs, but you 100% did it. Okay, that's good to know in that case, because what I intend to do after this is just to do an achievement run, just to mess about a little bit and to do as many achievements as I can. Just to really get this game, like, as much out of this game as I can. I'm kind of the mind at the same time to just be done with it now, and that's just it. Because this kind of feels the same way that I did when I played Journey and Undertale, where I finished the game, and that was it. I just didn't want to play it again, because I thought any further playthroughs would just ruin it. It would just be one run, that's it. Sorry, just gonna read some chat. Sorry, just collected my thoughts and my emotions a little bit, and also trying to catch up on what people have said. If you have any questions at this point that you may have asked during that time that I didn't have chat open, by all means go ahead and ask them now. Sean, do you want to do another collab Undertale run like we did at 2 AM that one time? Oh, I'd love to. I'd love for us to have just wiped our memories like in Men in Black and just not know anything about Undertale and just go through it again. I remember trying to trick you at the very end when I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played Undertale, just in case there's anybody who hasn't. I have played Undertale. I know a lot about the game. I've done fan theories, I've read up fan theories. It wouldn't be the same as this. It wouldn't be a blind playthrough. I've done everything on Undertale that you can do except for beating Sans, and I know what happens after you beat Sans, so that's a whole other run. Point is, yeah, that wouldn't be a playthrough. But yes, I'd love to do that. I'd love to play Undertale. I was half considering maybe trying Deltarune, because I found out that that's a game. Not a sequel or a prequel to Undertale, but a spiritual successor or a spiritual... in the same theme. I mean, it's made by Toby Fox. It's a one-man operation again. So, you know, considering how good Undertale was. The problem with that is that the reason we all liked Undertale, the reason a lot of people liked Undertale, was because it subverted expectations. And I hate using that phrase now that Game of Thrones has ruined it, but it really did just take you by surprise how good the game was. And I think we would have our hopes way too high for Deltarune, and we could never quite reach the same... We'd always be looking for that hook that Undertale got you into with Deltarune, and I'm afraid that playing it might just not be the same thing, and I'll just be setting myself up to for disappointment. Thank you, Judge Bread. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. I'll definitely hop onto your stream at some point and have a little chat with you and the gang, I suppose. But yeah, once I figure out what I'm going to play next, I'll let you know, and hopefully we'll be able to do this again. But yeah, take care, man. Deadly Premonition. I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it. I mean, I'm open to suggestions at this point. I might do like a poll or something, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to play next. But okay, those were questions that people had. In terms of the ending itself, the thoughts going through my head, because a lot of stuff happened, obviously, a lot of stuff that I didn't actively comment on at the time. Wild theory. Not so wild when you think about it, I guess, but the people that I'd met along the way, Feldspar, Rybeck, Chert, Solanum, were like... I don't want to use the term God. I feel like God is the wrong term to use here. But they were keepers of something. They were keepers of the balance of the universe, or at the very least, they were explorers that may very well have had something to do with the Eye of the Universe. Perhaps they had already gotten to the Eye of the Universe, and they had discovered something that had granted them some sort of ability or whatever to interact with people or things in the solar system itself. That, or it was just my mind doing something to me. I mean, Solanum said that something would happen if a conscious mind entered the Eye of the Universe. To understand what happened is basically to understand what the Eye of the Universe is. And that's a very difficult task to do, even given all of the information that we have. I think it's intentionally been left vague. They were projections of your memories. At the end, I think they were just projections, however you want to interpret it, to be honest. Yeah, well, that's kind of it, really. It is very open to interpretation. It's a very open-ended situation, because, I mean, it does kind of go a little No Man's Sky on you, in the sense that you've reached the center of the universe. You've reached this big thing in the universe, and as a direct result, you learn that the universe is set to be on loop, or it is, you know, it is infinite in that the Big Bang can occur. I don't know. That's kind of it, really. That's the stuff I'm a little shaky on, because I sort of set off the Big Bang, but in the process of getting there, was that relevant, or was that like your life flash before your eyes sort of thing? Was that just all of my neurons firing off in one go before I set off a bomb on the Eye of the Universe? In the most literal and probably quite crude interpretation possible, I entered the Eye of the Universe and it went boom. And that ended up in the Big Crunch, basically. I think that you transcend and you have this kind of epiphany at the end of everything. The common theory on the ancient glade is that it's a space completely defined by your perception, since quantum uncertainty is at its maximum and anything you imagine becomes real. That sounds... That sounds a lot more developed than my theory. Yeah, so that's true. The quantum uncertainty is at its maximum. That was a quote from Solana herself, I think. So yeah, quantum uncertainty is at its maximum, which means what though? What does that do to a person, to a conscious mind? The big flash is you creating a new Big Bang. Yeah, I think that's fairly obvious to see. I like to think that the eye is the source and the force of the universe, and that because you interact with it, you're the agent helping the universe cycle. You're essentially helping out the universe. In a way, the Ash Twin project is like a miniature version of the Eye of the Universe. The Ash Twin project exists as the center of the solar system, and once the Big Bang explodes, it is protected. Whether the Eye of the Universe is also engulfed in this, or it survives and it is eternal and it will always do this forever and ever, or if it is a construct, is another big question. Is it something that the universe itself formed? Is it a physical construct, or something else entirely? Well, the Eye is a new universe. Oh, a new universe, none of it. Sorry, yes, that's what I was trying to say, is that everything sort of mashes itself up together again. Yes, I wasn't trying to say that it is looping in the sense that it is going back in time and starting again. I'm saying that it loops in the sense that the cycle continues. It is a cycle of universe is born, things happen, universe dies, something happens that causes the universe to be born again. It's a way of interpreting, you know, the start of the universe, the birth and death of the universe, the birth and death of the day, which is the song that I was trying to think of back in stream 1 when I was commenting on the music, because that's the song by Explosions in the Sky that reminded me of the music in this game, Birth and Death of the Day. Very similar guitar work in the Timberhearth theme. So how's that for some introspective? The game is intentionally silent on any definitive evidence of what the Eye is or isn't. I agree, it's very vague. They told you that the Eye of the Universe was older than the universe itself, so I think that all of this is not the first time to append. Yeah, that's a good point. The Eye of the Universe itself, I think the Nomai said that the signal was older than the universe itself, and how that is theoretically impossible, which was making me think, that made me think along the lines of maybe the Eye isn't a physical thing, it is a theoretical thing, and that it is more of an abstract concept that simply provides almost like a background radiation to the universe that existed before it. I don't know how that would work though. Much like the ancient glade, the Eye is what you believe it to be. It seems like the universe was dying, the Eye exists as some extra universal artifact, and you entering it let you force your will to reset it, meaning the universe could die again and no one could enter it. All very interesting interpretations, not gonna lie. I don't really know how to piece all this together, if it is pieceable together. One slightly concerning point that's a little bittersweet, is that it kind of renders everything else obsolete. Everything that I did up until that point was just figuring out that I needed to get to the Ash Twin project, take the warp core out, and put it in the vessel for Dark Bramble. And obviously everything in between that was the game, was the wonderful filler of the game. But does that not render the acts of the Nomai, the game had built up the Nomai to be this all-powerful, or at least far superior race to whatever race we were. I don't even know the name of the race that we and Feldspar and whoever actually are. The four-eyed race versus and the three-eyed race, sorry. And the Nomai are significantly more adept in technology. They have warp drives, they have better ships, they have the ability to create black holes and white holes and to utilize those in order to create warp drives. Also, take a moment to look at the title screen again. Yes, I have noticed that this this planet is very much similar to what I was looking at beforehand. Not to mention that the Outer Wilds, the word wilds, I have noted is breaking apart. I noted that at the very start of the stream, but that was before the stream broke. Everything you didn't happen except that last loop, technically. Yep, no, I agree. We discussed this on Discord yesterday. Without the normal setup you wouldn't have been able for it. It wouldn't have been able to be possible. Yeah, so I understood that the game wasn't looping. Sorry, time wasn't looping. I was simply waking up with more information that had been accrued over the 22 minutes that I was alive. So I was never going back in time necessarily. I was simply waking up with more information. And if you think of different branching timelines, the final timeline where I woke up with enough information to do what I just did, that was still, you know, the same time that it would always have been. The desolate way to view is to view that everything is pointless ultimately. Yep, absolutely. What's that known as? What's the phrase for that? Is it reductionist? I forget the word now. Or it might just be defeatist. One of those two. Nihilism, that's the one, thank you. Fair enough. I mean, it's a totally valid theory. Just because something is sad doesn't make it invalid. The universe is everything, you just live in it. As Vince McMahon eloquently put, life sucks, then you die. And I love that quote so much. In the end, the Nomai very nearly reached the Eye, but they failed, and in a twist of fate, they were killed by poor happenstance. But they left all of the pieces in place for you to reach it. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of weird when you find out about the Nomai and the ghost matter that basically murdered all of them. Giving the idea that life, no matter how powerful you are, is fleeting and fragile. The Nomai would have been able to find the Eye if they had been successful in causing a supernova. Yeah, that was something as well that I never really got explained. Why did the sun station not work? I was hoping that would be explained, that maybe there was some malfunction. Was it that the Nomai just had thought about it wrong, or that something had broken down? Why did the sun station fail? Like, everything up until that point the Nomai had gotten correct, right? Like, they'd gotten things like warp drive correct. They'd crafted these enormous pieces of technology to fire cannons and to utilize time warping in order to do so millions and millions of times. You'd think that blowing up a star might not be so difficult or such a challenge for them, but maybe it's just that there was a simple mistake and that has caused the story to unfold the way it did. The interloper was just a purely miserable piece of bad luck. Yes, absolutely. There's an Easter egg that shows that on some level time travel really is occurring. Really? As in, that's canon, or is that just a like you imagine you fly out into space like I did and found that satellite that one time, and you just find like Hermione Granger's time turner, and it's like, oh yeah, no, time travel. Really, that's happening. Maybe I'll find that while I'm doing my achievement run. I like to think that no matter what happens, there will always be alive beings creating social links and relations, trying to improve, evolve, and survive. And yeah, that's what the little poster at the end shows you, that nature finds a way, as is the quote. We really don't know why the sun station failed, it just did. Exploding a sun is pretty hard. Yep, that's fair. The Nomai were smart, but they weren't gods, they were just like you. Yep. I mean, that's kind of it, really. Maybe they just couldn't figure out how to explode a sun. Which is fair enough. The sun station failed because their calculations were wrong, it's just not an idea that works. You only saw the things that got correct because they were kept, they were fallible creatures. Their feats were miraculous, but they were just people. You see them to be vulnerable, flawed, inquisitive, and everything was we define as human. The Easter egg I mentioned is something big. They added it in a patch after the original release. I might go find those then, in that case. I'm going to have a look and see what achievements are available. I have earned, over the course of my playthrough, 3 out of the 17 achievements available. 3! So I have a fair few to do that. The first one says, land the model rocket on Attlerock. Okay. End a time loop after being taken and healed over 1,000 damage. Wait, end a time loop alive after being taken and healed over 1,000 damage? Oh, it means to get through an entire supernova having hurt yourself a lot. Launch your ship with the gravity cannon. Die within 60 seconds of waking up, which I think is fairly easy to do. Complete the ship log. God damn it! Complete the ship log. I might skip that one. And then there's 9 hidden achievements. I don't want to do complete the ship log. I don't want to go back down there again. I don't want to have to go back into the in-between. Maybe some other time I'll do it on my own, but not on stream. I'll do some fun things now, I think, just for a little bit. My previous save is going to be on the vessel, isn't it? I actually kind of want to go back. Okay, I'm going to do that. I want to go back and just see what's on the observatory. I hope that's what this is. Or is it going to... Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, never mind. That's a good point as well, though, because Slate wasn't there. So, I mean, considering Slate is the first person I talk to every single day, the first person I interact with, the first sign of life that I see, it seems a little weird that he doesn't show up at the end. Like, he doesn't feature in that section at all, other than the little picture at the start, which, by the way, is also something I wanted to check out again. The museum. Okay, so... Oh. First and foremost. Okay, there's one. You know what? I'm gonna do this in my own time, I think. I think now's a good time to end the stream, actually. I think I'll do that in my own time, because I think achievements won't be that fun to watch, and I think it almost dampens the spirit of what's just happened. I'd quite like to end it at this point, come to think of it. So I think I'm gonna do that in that case. Yeah, if you want to see it, I'll only tell you how to set it up. Go play around in the high energy lab. I hope that's not too spoilery. Yeah, don't worry about spoilers now. I mean, quite frankly, I want spoilers at this point in time to better understand how the game works. But I mean, I think I'm going to end the stream at this point in time. I think that's more than enough of Outer Wilds at this point, and I want to end on a high note, or at very least on the note that the game should be ended on. I think to ruin that a little bit by throwing myself off cliffs and playing around with the toy rockets and stuff like that might just be the wrong way of doing things. So, yeah. Okay. What time are we at? 32 hours later. 32 hours. 2 weeks. Just under. I have completed Outer Wilds, and... yeah. I am absolutely thrilled that I got to have this experience, completely blind. Considering it came out a year ago, I'm surprised that I hadn't received some spoiler about this game, especially how much reception it has received. Absolutely deserving of the accolades that it received. Phenomenal game. Through every aspect of what a game should be, because that's kind of it, really. I wonder how this would work as a medium, or through a medium other than a video game. Would this work as a film? Would this work as a cartoon or a TV series? I don't know if it would, and that's kind of what makes games so special and so unique. Because your journey is unique. Your journey is what you make of it. I went to... I think I went to the moon first, and then I went to... I think Dark Bramble, I can't remember, but my very first stream, the first thing that I did was something ridiculous. The first time I saw a supernova, I had just plunged into Giant's Deep. And looked at the tornadoes, gone, oh god, that's the worst thing ever. Poked my head about the atmosphere and watched a supernova occur. Out of the frying pan into the fire. And maybe nobody else has done that in the world who has played Outer Wilds. Everybody has their own experience of this game, and everybody has their own unique way of interpreting things. And that is the beauty of video games in general, compared to other forms of media. Is that's my way of playing. That's what I did. That's how I wanted to do things. Maybe not sometimes when I flew into the sun, but that's how I wanted to do things. And when you played it, that's how you wanted to do things. So I'm very happy that this is the form of a game, and that I got to experience it the way that I wanted to. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. It has been an absolute pleasure to stream this for the hours that I have. I will be coming back. I will be streaming again in the future. I do not know what game that will be. I may do a stream in between, just to see what people would like me to stream. I will have a look online for games similar to Outer Wilds in terms of their praise. Not necessarily the genre, but more to do with the type of game that provides you with this sort of experience. Unfortunately, the ones that I would definitely recommend other people play are ones that I've played myself. I know I'm looking forward to a certain person streaming a certain game that I've told him to stream several times in the past, so I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, I will ask around and see if there's any other games that people would like me to play as a blind playthrough, and hopefully we can get something like that set up. But Outer Wilds is done for now. I don't think I'll be revisiting this game again. I think I'm done with it. Maybe I'll do some achievements on my own in my own time, just for the sake of doing them. But I am, as far as I'm concerned, 100% completed with the story, and very satisfied with it. There is a VOD. Sorry, there is not a VOD of my first Undertale run. I played Undertale several years ago. I also watched my friend who was just on Judgebred. I watched him play it. It wasn't streamed or anything. This is the first game I have streamed from start to finish anyway. So I won't do an Undertale run. I don't think I will do that because I've played it once already. However, if you know somebody who hasn't played Undertale that you think would make for a good streamer, get him to just get OBS. It's free. Get him to stream it. Maybe that could be the next big thing. Who knows? I've been Shaun of the Dod. This has been Outer Wilds. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody involved. Thank you so much to everybody who has stuck around and watched me all the way through, or everybody who has, found me halfway through and stuck around for the journey. I really appreciate you guys watching me and making this experience even better. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.